Wisconsin. Hi there. It's ML with ML's Words of Wisdom from Wisconsin. And today's show is like a prequel to what's going to happen. I'm going to give you some information because I know that all of my fans and subscribers and people all over the world who watched my last show where I took ornaments, handmade ornaments off the Christmas tree and took a little trip down memory lane with some of the handmade items from my youth, that people are going to send me letters. Dear ML, how do you make those beautiful ornaments? Signed, your fan. You know, the mailman is going to be like, bringing them all these letters every day. And so to avoid that, I thought that I would just show you some of the ornaments that I made in the 1970s. And then I'm going to show you through the time-lapsed photography that I'm going to have the daughter splice it all together and show you how to make an ornament yourself and start now because, you just get so busy. The end of the year, it's busy, busy, busy. So you might as well start now on your homemade heirloom holiday ornament so that next year you'll be ready to put it on the tree. Okay, now, first of all, this is what started it off, the pièce de résistance. This was an ornament I showed in my show about that I made in 3rd grade. And it's popsicle sticks with glitter, and then you just weave the threads around the popsicle sticks. And this is a treasure. It is absolute treasure. I can't believe I made it. I mean, genius, okay? Then some of the other items that I made as a youth were, this is a nice little one. It's a lot of sequins on a styrofoam ball. You just put the little sequin in and with a pin, and then you stick it on, and voila, you've got an ornament. See? Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's a nice one. And then this was interesting. Oh, kids, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Back in the 1970s, they had a new pantyhose product called Legs. And it was pantyhose that came in a container that looked like an egg. And so it was called Legs, L'Eggs, I think. Yeah. And so it would come in these eggs. And so people, they didn't have recycling back then. So we would just take all these eggs and turn them into beautiful heirloom ornaments like this one. My mom and I made this one. We just glued bric-a-brac on the leg. You have to take the pantyhose out first, okay? Otherwise, it's too heavy, and you got to use the pantyhose because that's why you're buying, the egg. So we can hang this on the tree. It's a beautiful ornament. I have another one that I made, and this one, I found this beautiful blue glass antique display chamber at an antique store, and this is another egg container for pantyhose. And my mom and I took a cocktail napkin, little luncheon cocktail napkin, and we put it on the egg, and then we put some glue on it, and then some little sandy stuff, and it's like a decoupage. It's called decoupage. And you use hodgepodge or Mod Podge. You can get it at the craft store. And go on the Google and see how you make these. Very, very beautiful. I have this on display in my musical conservatory room. Very beautiful. And then some of the other things that I made growing up, we used to get these little kits. This is another decoupage kit. And look, you open it up. I glued everything on here. Look, you open it up and it's Hansel and Gretel. Say? So I made that. It's a little kit. It has instructions, so they tell you how to do it. Here's another little one. Uh-oh, beep, beep. Who's going to the Easter parade? Well, the Duck family, they're going. I made that as well. Look, and I used to try to, race it with the wheels, but it didn't go very fast. Here was another little one, I was into the sparkle, 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 sparkle. And so anything that had sequins and glitter on it was right down my alley. So I made that as well. Then I went through a little phase where I was making these sequin dolls. They give you the little head and the styrofoam form and then the pipe cleaner arms and then the instructions, and you put all of the little sequins in. So I made that one. Then I made this one. Look, say, and then it's gold. And then I made this one as well. And I used to play Gone with the Wind with these dolls, these sequin dolls. And it would be like Scarlett O'Hara and Melanie. And it was like, oh, Ashley, I want Ashley. Oh, no, I want Ashley. You get red. You know, all this kind of stuff. It was very dramatic. And so, and I can't believe they held up through all of that play. So I've always been crafty. I've always been crafty. And so I would go every day after school, I would go over to my next door neighbor's house, Mrs. D, and I would say, Mrs. D, what are we making today? And she was always doing some sort of craft. She made this little wreath out of like a little ring. Look at that, look. She also crocheted or did something to make this little bell out of little sequins and whatnot. She was always so crafty. She taught me how to do watercolor and sew and knit and crochet, all sorts of stuff. So crafty. Well, one of the things that I just remembered loved making with her was this little nature diorama, or like a nature scene, in a tuna can. And so I thought that I would recreate that for you right now, because I mentioned it in that other video, and this will save you from sending me all these letters. How do you do it? Well, I'm going to show you. So just wait. Now, I'm going to ask the daughter to splice together all of this stuff so it won't take hours and hours for you to watch. But first of all, what we did back then was we took a can of tuna, took the label off, and then got can opener and opened one end, took the tuna out, and then we started opening up the bottom end. And we, you know, like when you have that cranberry jelly at Thanksgiving time, you open up the top end, you take that off, you open up the bottom end, you take that off, and the jelly just blep, it goes right out. Well, that's what I was trying to do just a few minutes ago. And they're making tuna cans differently nowadays. You can't cut the bottom part out anymore. Look, I wrecked it. It's all messed up now. So I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to have to try. It's not going to be a see-through. It's not going to be that, give you that depth of perception, because the back end is still going to be on. But I'm going to try my best to make the little natural diorama. So stay tuned, okay? All right, don't go away. Let me try stepping on it to kind of flatten it out. Now I'm going to take this natural twig and use it as fauna in my tuna can diorama. I'm just pouring the glue directly on it. Now I've got some blue cotton balls that I'm using for clouds and sky. I can't get the cotton balls off my hands. I got so much glue stuck on my fingers. This isn't working. Okay, now look. Oh, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. This was like a pound of glitter that I bought many, many moons ago. And this is how much I have left. That shows you how much I've used already. Now, I'm just going to give a little dusting of glitter in my little diorama. See? I've got the clouds and the greenery. And now I'm just going to add a little sparkle to it, you know, to add some interest. Here we go. Uh-oh. Stay tuned. Do I have glitter on my face? Okay, look. This is my finished product. And it's a good thing that I messed up opening up the back lid part with the can opener, because I was able to make two little holes in the top that I could string this pretty ribbon through. And then now I can hang it on the tree. And it's just a lovely little heirloom. Now look closely. I found a little sticker of a cat. And then I have this onyx little dog. Little onyx dog. Cute as can be. So I'm going to put him in there with the cat. And then it's ready to hang on the tree. Whoops, I think I have to add more glue. So anyway, you can make... Well, you get the gist. Anyway, I hope that this has been informative and that this has given you an idea of how to be crafty with items that you have around your house and some glitter and glue. That's all you need. Okay, well, this has been ML with ML's Words of Wisdom and some crafting ideas. Bye-bye now.